Okay, it says it's live. So, hello everybody. Welcome to our pre-live show for the Biannual Bibliothon. Do we want to just start like introducing ourselves?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so Kelly, why don't you start?
I'm Kelly. I'm from Kelly's Book Spill.
I'm Megan from Megan Freecourt.
I'm Cassie from Miss Sassy Cassie.
I'm Red from Little Red Reader.
I'm Selena from XXX13.
It's my turn? I thought it was Momo's turn.
No, it's Sierra and then Momo.
Okay, well, Momo's in front of me in my line, so everyone's going to have to remind me. My name's Sierra from Sierra Reads. I also want to say that Brittany's not here because something happened to her uncle, so if you guys want to tweet her and send her your love, that would be awesome.
Yes, please keep Brittany's book friend and her family in your thoughts and prayers.
And I'm Emma from the BookTube Girl.
And I'm Emma from Emma Books, and we're here to talk about the Biannual Bibliothon. So I guess just if you're like tuning in and are like new to this, the next Readathon is the July 3rd through the 9th. Does anyone want to give like a rundown of the Biannual Bibliothon for anyone who might not know what it actually is? Yeah, I feel like we always go to Cassie as like the original creator.
Okay, so we created the Biannual Bibliothon officially 2 years ago. This is our 4th run,
That's crazy.
which is really crazy. So we did the Biannual Bibliothon because we wanted to do a readathon that was more than once a year, and we wanted to be able to incorporate video challenges and reading, obviously. And I just met my friend Red at the time. That was my only BookTube friend. And I was like, hey, Red, do you know people who would want to be a part of the Bibliothon? Or we didn't have a name yet, but a readathon. And she was like, yeah, these people. And then she helped. And then we created a name, and then it became a thing. And then now we do it. And, yeah, so we have 7 reading challenges, 7 video challenges. Those are all posted on our Bibliothon channel that we have, so you can check those out. We use Twitter to do sprints and such, so you can get like motivated to read and stuff throughout the week. And yeah, that's a really vague idea of what the Bibliothon is, I think.
But I think you did a good job explaining it. Okay. Right. Just so you guys know, the main reason we like to do this is to like share our excitement for the upcoming readathon, talk about the previous ones, and answer like last minute questions. So like you have like all of the hosts in one place to get like the best answers. So feel free to use the Q&A app on Google+. We'll be monitoring our YouTube, like the actual comments of the video, if you can comment on it, and you can also tweet us your questions at BBibliothon on Twitter. So if you guys have any questions regarding like anything Biannual Bibliothon related, this is where you want to be.
Yeah.
We actually have a couple of questions already.
Really?
Like,
I haven't even checked. Do you want to like, jump right into questions?
I mean,
Sure.
we have them, so. So we have. All right. We have a couple from Carrie Lynn. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your last name. The first one is, what's a good time to post your TBR video, like how far before the actual readathon? And her second question is, tips for first-time members of the readathon.
Answer her first question. First question is whenever the heck you want.
Yeah, I mean, most people do it in like a couple weeks leading up to it. I know we've already had a couple people tweeting their TBRs at us, which is really, really cool. So just sort of like whenever you get around to it leading up to the Bibliothon, really.
Mm-hmm. And then there's me who doesn't post one.
This is about posting your TBR videos, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
essentially,
filmed mine today.
Oh, I really want to film mine really soon, but I think also like you don't have to feel obligated to film one. You know what I mean? Like I know Cassie's like, I'm not filming one. Like I'm not doing it here. So like
I get too anxious to pick. I'm not ready to pick yet. Also, there's too many things happening in my life. I don't have time for this.
No, I totally agree. So like you can always tweet us it, like if you want to share it with us, but like don't feel like you have to.
Yeah, like we just have fun seeing what you put into reading. It's fun for us to watch, but it's not anything you need to do.
Yeah, it's not a requirement. Does anyone else have anything to add on the first question about posting TBRs?
And then the second one?
Yeah. Tips for first-timers.
Tips for first-timers. And Jill also asked, you know, if we had any general tips.
Yes.
Oh, no, she's also a first-time participant, so just tips for first-timers.
Do you want to go down the line for this one?
Yeah, that works.
It's fine with me. Well, my advice would be to definitely try to pre-film the video challenges if that's what you're going to participate in that part, because when you're in the week where you're having to read and do video challenges, it can be very overwhelming if you're having to film and read at the same time. So I would pre-film if you can.
Coming from Kelly, who used to never pre-film.
I know. I'm telling you. I know from experience. So just listen to me. I know this.
I would literally die if I had to film everything the same week.
Oh my god.
Megan, what are your tips?
I would say to not overthink the challenges and to just have fun with it. Just do whatever comes to your head and just go for it.
Yes. How about, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like way on the bottom in my line, so I'm just like, I don't know where I am. Yeah, I would definitely say similar to Momo, like, don't think too hard about it, because like, okay, so, yeah, it's just, don't think that you have to make this, like, movie quality thing in order for it to possibly win, because sometimes the way to at least some of our hearts is just comedy, or it's maybe, like, cool costumes or makeup or, like, whatever it happens to be. But, like, last year, freaking Sarah Without an H won one of them, and the reason that I liked that video was because she had caper accessories. Like, her hair was made out of paper because she was Katniss and she had short hair. Like, that's what made me think that deserved to win. So, like, it's not always a movie magic or a movie product or anything like that. Like, just be creative.
I think a really good example of like what you're saying is that I forget what year it was, but one year my video challenge, the one that won, it was like the underrated cosplay. It was 30 seconds long. All the girl did, she opened up her sliding door and was like, anything from here, and she was the over Charlie lady. All she did was literally open a sliding door.
Yeah, it was Teller too. And her name was Emma too.
Emma's perf. I love Emma. So yeah, everything Cassie's saying just to reinforce that.
Okay, Red.
Before I say what my tip is, I just want to give a shout out to Fandom and Books for always being so actively participant in all of our live shows.
I love her so much.
Oh my god. I hope you feel our love like through the camera right now because you're fantastic. I just wanted to shout out you. I would say the biggest thing is sometimes I think kind of going along with the overthinking, I think a lot of people can overthink it, and remember when you're reading that at the end of the day this is meant to be fun. This is meant to be fun for us to challenge us, of course, but this is not meant to be work. This is not meant to add additional stress into your life. When you're reading and you feel like you're still busy with work and things and maybe you're not reading as much as you want, just remember that we're here to read as much as we can. It's meant to be fun, not something to add stress onto your daily life.
Agreed.
Totally Is it my turn?
I'm excited for your response because I remember you made the How to Survive a Readathon video for our first one. Do you remember the video?
Actually, this isn't on there, so there we go. So I was thinking, don't be too scared to think outside of the box. When we think of a challenge or when we say a challenge, we're not expecting you to do exactly that. If you're not feeling it, just like take creative license on it. Do whatever you want. As long as it kind of sort of follows the thing. I mean, do what you want. Have fun with it. And don't worry about what we think, because we're going to love it.
We can always just reference our DIY Bella and Edward rap video. That was thinking outside of the box.
Exactly. Sierra?
Are you done, Selena? Okay. I would say don't be embarrassed. I know it can be overwhelming, especially if you're a first-timer, to like film all these videos and post them all within a week. Don't be embarrassed or overwhelmed, because we're going to love them no matter the quality, no matter how embarrassed you are, anything. We're going to love them no matter what, and we're going to watch all of them. So don't
Do you know how embarrassed I am by all of my videos?
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
Momo?
Mine's kind of like a combination of Selena and Sierra's, but kind of like, first of all, don't be stressed to like put up every single video. If you just put up like a couple, we're still gonna love it. And I know I have this problem a lot because like I'm trying to pre-film everything, but even if you only put up a couple, it's still really good. And also, kind of along the don't be embarrassed thing, some of the videos are like, or challenges or ideas that you might have might be a bit out of your comfort zone, but just go for it, because when they're really different and interesting, it's amazing. That's kind of my advice.
I agree.
Well, being the last person on a line of 8 people talking about tips, you've kind of taken all of them. If I could give like one like specific tip that I learned, if you have the ability, listen to an audiobook. Because I know I'm somebody who always aspires to read all 7 books, which obviously is very, very difficult, and I don't think it'll happen this time. But reading, like, I mean, one of our challenges is to read something in a different format, right? Isn't that a challenge?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, listening to that completes a challenge, and you're still able to read another book and double it up. So I think listening to an audiobook when, like, you have to clean your room and walk places and drive places is a really good specific tip. But, of course, I agree with everyone when we say, like, you know, nothing is too out of the box, and you don't need anything specific to win. There's videos that win because the editing is phenomenal, and there's videos that win because, you know, it was just really funny. There's videos that win because, you know, it was a total fail, and we like, and you know, you laugh about it, so we laugh about it, and so there's nothing really specific that goes into what we choose. It's just like what we're feeling and how we like your creativity. That's all it comes down to.
I would say audiobooks are also great for people who have full-time jobs. Full-time job. Or if you're on vacation and you think you can't participate in the Bibliothon, of course you can still participate. You just have to read. I mean, that's the whole point of the entire situation.
The first 2 days of the Bibliothon, the first day is my birthday, and the first 2 days I will be at the beach. So if you have to get it done, you can definitely get it done.
Yeah. And also when you're driving, like, that is probably where I listen to just almost all of my audiobooks is when I'm driving, when I'm commuting to work, when I'm commuting to school. Like, during the semester, I have about 30 minutes on my commute to school, and you wouldn't believe the number of audiobooks I get done or running around doing errands. All of those driving times that you could be using to put toward reading, you could just plug in an audiobook, and
Definitely.
it's amazing how fast you can get through them.
Yeah, I know. Audiobooks have saved my life.
True.
Yeah. Especially on road trips when I'm visiting certain people.
Yes. That's what I was about to say.
I know. I've been like writing an Instagram caption about the live show for like the last 10 minutes. I'll check the Twitter right now and I'll see it.
I actually saw one. I can't find it again, but I really liked it. And here it is. It's by Serena Blackthorne. So can you give us a hint on which of the challenges this year is your favorite and you are most looking forward to posting?
So, like, which challenge we like the most that we've done?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. We had somebody else asking somebody else also asked, like, what we're looking forward to. So I think we should say, like, give a hint for our favorite one that we're going to post, as well as mentioning what we're looking forward to seeing from other people in particular.
Okay.
Yeah, we could answer both at the same time.
Yeah. So, Kelly, what's yours?
My favorite for this one is definitely going to be the redesign. I just think that's going to be really fun to see, and it's also going to be fun to film for me. But I think I'm looking forward to the acting challenges. Those are always my favorite to watch of other people's because people are so creative, and I'm not, and it's fun to watch other people.
That's how I feel whenever you do your DIY.
Yeah, really.
I got to be good at something, guys.
Megan?
I'm actually really excited how my creative review turned out. I did it as kind of a collab with some people in like a three-word challenge sort of thing.
I'm so excited.
And then I'm really excited to see the acting ones, as Kelly said, because the what would you do one is going to be pretty fun, I think, and the missing scene would be really fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm also doing a collab for the creative book review, Megan. So that's really exciting. My favorite video that I haven't actually filmed yet because I have to wait until I'm with a particular person that's in this live show is the one with, wait, what is it called? Oh, the takeover challenge, the character takeover challenge. Because our outfits are going to be so fucking great.
So excited.
I am most excited to see, I don't know what I'm most excited to see because I usually think that I have an idea of which challenge is going to be my favorite to watch all the entries, and then I tend to find another one that I really like watching all the entries. So I don't know, I like watching everyone because there's always like new people too where like you know that certain people are going to always show up and like be badass. Like Anais, I have no doubt in my mind that she'll do something cool at least for one.
Of course.
And of course our guest hosts, like they always do phenomenal things. But like I always like finding the person who we haven't seen yet show up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, your stuff is so cool. Red.
So, I like forgot what the question was already. I'm back on it though. I'm back on track.
Got it.
So I think it's hard to pick only because like most of my videos are pretty equally ridiculous and stupid. Not in a bad way, not necessarily in a bad way. It's just me as a person. You know, it's just who I am as a person. See, for a hint, I'll give you a hint on one. I don't know if it's like totally my favorite because I feel like my favorite changes from day to day, but it's da 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 da. For those of you that are hopefully not
Indiana Jones,
don't know what that is. For my favorite one that I'm looking forward to seeing from you guys, I'm kind of like Cassie, whereas I always think I know which one, like which challenge you guys are gonna blow me away and be like, oh my god, they're gonna be fantastic, and then you guys end up blowing me away in like maybe another challenge or a couple of challenges. But as of right now, although I expect it to change once you guys actually start posting your incredible things, it's a creative book review. I think part of that is because I struggled with that challenge when I was coming up with ideas for it and filming it and stuff. I really struggled with that idea. And it was much harder than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be one of the easiest challenges, and it turned out to be one of the most difficult for me. And I am so excited to see how you guys like conquered that because I felt limited, and I know you guys can be the opposite sometimes, and you just blow it out of the water in ways that my mind can't even handle.
Selena.
Okay, well, I haven't planned very many of them yet. One of the ones that I do have I'm excited about is for the creative book review. Shut up, stop laughing at me. It's the creative book review, and I'm going to wrap a book review.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
Go onto my iPod or my iPhone. I don't have an
Honestly,
iPod.
Selena, I expect no less from you.
And then I'm excited just to see, everyone's videos. I'm really interested to see how people's videos differ from each other this year. I noticed even though we're all doing the same challenge, all our videos are so different. So I'm excited to see what comes about this year.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works, how we all do the same challenges and everyone has super different videos. It's crazy.
Crazy.
So it makes it so fun, though.
yeah, it's awesome.
It just shows how awesome we are.
Sierra.
I'm really excited for redesign a cover. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really excited to show you guys my redesign a cover, even though it's probably going to be the lamest video ever because I can't actually show you the process of it. It's just going to be like, it's already done. I'm excited to show that, and then I'm really excited to see the scavenger hunt because I have no freaking idea how to accomplish this challenge, so I'm really curious to see everyone else do it because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Mama?
I am most excited to post the character channel takeover one because that was super fun to film. But I'm also excited to see everyone else's entries for that challenge because I feel like you have so much I don't know, creative control, I guess, because it's just a character taking over your channel. You can literally do any kind of YouTube video you want, and I'm so excited.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm most excited to post my missing scene. I think everyone knows what book I chose. I think everyone knows what scene I chose, and I post Snapchats of it. So everyone knows what I'm doing. It's not a surprise. But I'm really, really happy with the way it came out. I watch it every single day because I'm like, wow, I did good. And then I'm really excited to see what people are going to post for that because I'm like, there's so many scenes that get cut out in movies and TV shows that I'm never going to think of. So I think it'll be interesting to see what ones people pick up on. And I'm also really interested to see the What Would You Do challenge because I feel like those videos are going to be nothing but chaos and hilarity. So I'm really excited for those. Cassie, were you going to say something?
No, I wasn't.
All right.
I wasn't.
Let's see what other questions we have. Don't
We have
forget
one
to send
from,
us your questions.
We have one from Jillian. She asked, what are we most excited to film, which we kind of already answered, but she also asked, what are we most embarrassed to post?
Can we, like, expand this one to make it, like, either posting this year or, like, ever for the Biannual Bibliothons?
Ever for the
Because I feel like I don't get it very embarrassed to post, like, videos. Like, I send them out, like, wait, like, this is cool. Like, I made something. So I'm like, but there are ones where I was like, oh, what were you thinking?
Yep. Yeah, sure. Let's see that.
All right, Kelly, you first.
Well, I can probably answer this for now and back then. Like, for now, the one where you do the movie scene that was not actually in the movie, I feel like it's going to be really embarrassing, but I'm really excited about it. Let's just say it deals with ghosts. It's going to be crazy. But back then, I posted one that also dealt with a movie scene, and it was an allegiance part, like changed the end of allegiance. That was so embarrassing. It was so terrible and last minute.
I love it, Kelly. I like that one.
Megan.
I wouldn't really say embarrassed for now, but there's one that I'm really nervous to post, and it's the letter one, the letter to a character, and I'm just getting really, like, personal with it, so I'm kind of nervous to post it.
I want to know who you're writing it to.
Me too.
I could say the book. Do you guys want to know
What's the book? What's the book?
Okay, Every Last Word by Tamara Islands.
Oh, I use that for one of my
It's
challenges too, so I'm really excited. I didn't use it for the same one, but I used it for another challenge, so I'm really excited to see what you did.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, guys.
I had to look. I'm looking at my.
I'm looking at mine too.
I think that I'm kind of embarrassed. Okay, so there's not very many. I was like, there are videos that are embarrassing, but that I'm really proud of still. And it's one of them is probably the one what I'm not in, and it's the one from last. Was it last winter or was it last summer?
I think it was last winter.
When Matt played, like, he was just a commercial for the Eco Wand, and
That's so good.
Favorite. It's really good there.
I can't imagine if it had been me, I probably wouldn't have posted, which is probably why I made Matt do it. And then I also am kind of nervous to post. Well, I actually made them a lot less nerve-wracking because I just did lip dubs. I'm doing 2 lip dubs for the Bibliothon because I cannot
so excited.
contain myself. And I wanted to sing one of them. Like, I wanted to do one lip dub and one singing, but with the time frame that I have, I didn't have time to do it. But also, I was really nervous, and I didn't want to do that.
Red?
Okay. Probably for the upcoming one. I mean, like, I'm one of those people where I don't really get embarrassed. So I guess I always think of it in terms of if somebody that I worked with or something like that stumbled across my channel, what would be the one? And that has actually happened, and it's pretty, like, mortifying. Right? And what is the video that you would be most terrified for them to bring up to you and say that they saw?
Oh, jeez.
I literally have that mindset.
Because, like, posting stuff to you guys all post really fun, ridiculous stuff, too. So, like, I feel comfortable with, like, you guys, my subscribers and everything. But for this upcoming one, it's probably my creative book review. As I mentioned, it was really, really tough. And whenever I get faced with a very tough writing challenge, it tends to go very ridiculous than anything. So there's that. And then for past ones, unfortunately, like we said, I'm Dory. I have short-term memory loss, so I barely remember what other videos I have posted. Maybe the Baltimore Mean Girls rap one.
Classic.
Yes. What about Selena?
Once again, I haven't filmed anything, so I don't know about the now, but, I don't know, because I've definitely embarrassed myself plenty of times on my YouTube channel. I mean, my Edward look, looking naked in my somebody I used to know parodied them.
Oh my god.
I definitely have like white powder on my face and toilet paper to look like Voldemort. But the thing is, none of that really embarrasses me because it's all in good fun and you know. So honestly, for someone, like Red was saying, for someone to come in and see what I would be most mortified about would probably just be my everyday, normal talking videos.
I was thinking that too. I'm pretty proud of my Bibliothon videos. Like when people at work find those, like, cause when I worked at the restaurant still, they knew that I did YouTube. And when they brought up my Bibliothon stuff, I was like, fuck yeah, like I am a host of this thing that's really cool, whatever. But when they just talked about like, oh, I saw your video, you talk about books, I'm just like, stop.
I agree. I agree with everything, but I am embarrassed and proud of Edward and Bella rap video. Because
so good. I love
it on their iPods. And it's embarrassing because people will be driving in their car with their friends and hear me and Selena are rapping as Edward and Bella. I'm super proud because the lyrics are fantastic. I don't know if you guys have all seen that. If not, self-promo. The lyrics are great. But it's also like embarrassing because like in your car you don't know it's coming on because the beginning sounds like the regular song and then all of a sudden here we are.
I don't look with mortal.
I actually have a story of that happening with that song. I was literally, my car was packed with my friends, right? Every seat was taken, and whenever I'm the driver, like I always plug in my phone and I hand my phone to one of my friends to be the DJ, right? So I'm listening to whatever we're listening to, and I hear, the beginning music or whatever, and I think it's like the actual song. And then all of a sudden my friend goes, she was like, this is weird though, it doesn't say, it says that like a New Moon parody, and she goes, confused ways, and the lyrics hadn't even started yet, and I literally was just like, oh shit, and they're like, wait, what? I'm like, so my friends kind of made this thing.
Frantically explaining it.
Yeah, I literally couldn't even explain it to them. I was just frozen at this point driving. I was just quiet with like my mouth hanging open, like. You guys started rapping and it came on, and like immediately they were all dying laughing, like through the entire song. They were dying laughing, like. And at this point, I'm so in love with your song that I'm already laughing at it too. I can't listen to that song without laughing at it, no matter how many times I hear it. And it's honestly one of the best moments your song has ever given me.
I want that video to play at my funeral.
So I want to let you guys
my
know
legacy.
Access to people outside of the booktube community.
How about you, Momo?
Oh, me? I don't have any like videos coming up for this one that I'm embarrassed about because I'm pretty proud of these ones. But past bibliothons, there's been some ones. Anything where I have to act is like borderline horrible. But I think the one I'm specifically thinking of is like the Draco Malfoy.
That's the one I love!
Oh my god, why would you be embarrassed of that? That is like the best video I've ever seen.
I'm so good. Momo is going to the cosplay event that me and Sierra are going to, and she was like, I don't even know who to cosplay, and I was like, Bash, Draco, I don't know, just like one of those.
I was like, don't mention it, please.
How about you, Emma?
For me, like Cassie, like I'm so proud of my Biannual Bibliothon videos. Like I never get the chance to like have this creative outlet with like my normal channel. So like that's why like when I do one of these videos, I'm like I'm gonna go all out and like this is gonna be perfect. So like I normally like a lot of them, but my movie trailer was the definition of trash. It was like
that was great.
Intense music like from like a really epic thing, but it was like me and like 3 non-booktube friends who have no idea how to film, like running around my local park, and it was like it was so cheesy. Yeah,
I liked
it's funny because it's embarrassing.
I remember being so impressed with that, Emma. That was so good. Yeah, I remember watching that. I'm like, this is a real movie. I'm ready.
All I can think of when I think back to that video is that my friend literally like pretended to bite off a leaf and then died, and that like sums up the whole trailer in my opinion. I had another one from like past ones that I can't think of what I didn't like about it. But for this one, I don't know if I'm actually going to get to filming this one because I know I'm not going to finish all 7 of them. But for my character channel TV takeover, whatever the actual name for that thing is, I don't think people will get like my sense of humor with it. So I'm like, oh, like this is probably just going to be total fun. I'm going to be the one that like enjoys this. But if I get to it, we'll see.
That's how I feel about like I'm doing this one video that I think, the way that I filmed it, I think is going to be funny because it's like super cheesy 80s. Like that was exactly what I was trying to do. And yeah, I know like, there will definitely be people who like it, but like I feel like a lot of people will just be like, what the fuck are you doing? We have a good question. Where did it come from? Allie. Allie from the little librarian, right? The little librarian?
Yes.
She asked, how many of us did collabs for this Bibliothon? And did you do them with anyone outside of the hosts? And love you all. And I know I Allie asked this question. Kelly, you go.
No, I didn't. I'm lazy and I live away from everybody, so it's like impossible for me to collab. Like I could collab with Megan if we would just drive halfway and meet, but for the most part, it's just really hard for me to do collabs. Like I sometimes collab with Sarah, but it's just easier for me to just do it myself because then I know what I'm doing.
Megan?
I actually did collabs for 4 of the challenges.
So excited.
I did one with Allie, and then I did one with Chelsea, and then we were all together, and we did one for like this random channel that we have that I'm excited for, and then I did one with Trina and Jenna. So it's like
nice.
That's awesome.
There's lots of people around me that I didn't know were around me.
Yeah, that's really cool. I did one with Matt, which he's not on the YouTubes. He is their boyfriend. And then me and Sierra are gonna be in one together, like I already mentioned. And then I don't even know if Momo knows this, but we're gonna have to steal Momo for a minute.
You told me. Yeah, you told me.
Okay, good. Momo will be in one of them too. I think that's in. I kind of answered Sierra's question for her. Yeah. Red.
I am not collabing with anybody this time around just because there wasn't really anything in my ideas that I could do myself, or it would take too much explaining to other people to make it worth the effort. Because, outside of, like, you guys and stuff, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but sometimes it's very difficult to get outside people to help you and actually take it seriously. So not for this one. I did collab with Momo on the last Bibliothon because she's got a beautiful singing voice and I can't sing. And you will find out in this Bibliothon. Trying to sing like a man is hard, so be ready for that, and I'm sorry now. I'm very sorry.
Trust me, I know the struggle.
Like, I can't sing that well to begin with, let alone trying to sing like a man, which is very difficult, so just, I'm sorry now. And, yeah, I just did not have the heart to bug Momo with it. Another and then the only other time I could remember collabing was in the I want to say it was the very first Bibliothon, although I'm not 100% on that. I think I actually managed to get my brother to help me out a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I got my brother to help out a little bit, and he has refused ever since. He would not even show up for 2 seconds in my scavenger hunt. One of them, all you have to do is say this one line. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to get out of that chair, like, to sit. And he's like, no, I don't want to be. Okay. And, yeah, so not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Nice. Selena.
I'm alone. There's no one here.
Excuse you.
You're across town, okay? I can't drive over there. No.
Oh my god.
Originally, I was supposed to film with Kelly because I was going to be in Alabama for the Bibliothon, but plans changed and my plans got canceled. I'm sorry, Kelly, I love you.
It'll be okay.
I have to film it by myself, but we'll get through it, and hopefully it turns out okay.
I am collabing with Cassie, which she already told you, and Momo's going to be in one of my videos. So all the people I'm collabing with are Bibliothon people, because I don't trust anyone else. I might make my sister be in a video again. I might make Selena be in a video with me again. But other than that, I mean, not really.
I haven't done any collabs because I have this thing where I live on the opposite side of the world. But like, I don't really want it to bother me. And also, I have no idea what to do for the scavenger hunt, so it's just no.
You guys, man, I have an idea for the two of you because we're all three going to be together for this week, and we could do something fun. We're going to have to talk about this later.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm not collabing with any booktubers. I did make a video for the first Biannual Bibliothon, I think it was, where my friend played Magnus Bane and we like reenacted a scene from City of the Lost Soul.
That was so good. Favorite video on BookTube, honestly.
My cake.
Yeah. I didn't understand that one because I hadn't read it yet. I still haven't rewatched it since I've read it.
You don't have to rewatch it. I
really do.
I love that one. I didn't even read that far yet, and I loved it. So.
And then like I said, I did the trailer. I had 4 non-BookTube friends do it, and I'm like, oh, maybe if there were like BookTube friends that were a part of it, it could have come out a little bit better. But like none of the Bibliothon girls live on like my coast. Like Kelly's the closest one, so like it's hard to find time to collab with you guys when, you know, you're so far away. But even my YouTube friends that live in the area, we're always doing stuff like when we do see each other. So it's difficult for me to be like, hey, like come over, let's just film.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think the only time I'd ever be able to like film with you guys is if like you guys came for BA next year and like you were in my area and we could film. But I'm the type of person where like even in my photography classes for 4 years, I only did self-portraits because like I feel like everything comes out better when I do it myself because I know myself and I know what I want to do. So I'm like, I'm not like I know like there are so many perks to filming with your friends and collabing, but I'm like for now when it's so like out of my reach to do so, like I like the way my videos are coming out without it. But it would be nice to
film me, Emma, because I'm the same way.
Yeah, it would be really nice to like be able to film like you guys are at VidCon. I'm like very, very jealous.
To be honest, with all the wigs and props that we've collected over these Bibliothons, we could be just I seriously own like 6 wigs now.
Yeah, I have 4 in my closet. Like I don't need any more.
You guys spend way too much money on this thing.
I also just enjoy playing all those different characters too. Like I love being able to like change outfits and hair and wigs and stuff.
Yeah, it's
so I'm like I still have a lot of fun when I do this.
I'm always just like, how can I make myself look like a person without doing any effort?
Right. Oh my god. I can't tell you how many quick makeup changes I do and like how I'm so glad that you can't see how shoddy most of them are on camera. Because I'm like, all right, you understand that in the last hour I did 4 different people.
All right, we have a really good question from Becky from Bookworm SWS. She said, what challenge took the most effort / was the hardest? So I don't know if we want to expand this to all of them again or just apply this to the first one because I know a lot.
We should we should do all of them.
Mm-hmm. Because we can still talk about the ones
I'm going to add to that, too, because I saw another question. I don't know where it is, but somebody, I think it might have been Jill again, and she asked what video we're the most proud of, so I feel like we should just group it in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So most difficult and what you're most proud of.
Out of everything ever or out of this one?
No, let's just do all of them because, like, I know, like, Kelly and Sin haven't filmed them yet, and, like, I don't have a lot of my film, so it's better to do all of them.
Yes.
Kelly?
Man! Now I gotta figure it out. For this one, I know what's gonna be the most difficult for me, and it's because I've already practice ran it without filming it.
Mm-hmm. But
I'm baking in one of them while I'm doing something else, and so I feel like that's gonna be really complicated to film it the way I want it to be. And then what am I the most proud of? Probably my favorite one that I've done is one of my DIY challenges. I painted my nails and did the like the paper decals and did the Deathly Hallows symbol and stuff. I just really liked how that video turned out.
Yeah, that one's really cute. Megan?
Mine is for a video that's going up for this one, and I'm most proud of it, and it took the longest, and I'm most proud of it because, like, I think it's the best edited one I'll be putting up, and it's actually for my host day, so I'm excited for that, too. So I don't really want to say anything else about it, but I'm excited for it.
Nice. Oh God, what's the most difficult one? Oh, okay, so the one that took the most effort / was the hardest was my Harry Potter DIY alcohol drinks last because well, one, I was filming in a location that's not my own. I was filming at my friend Kelsey, who's in the video. I was filming at her house. So that was a pain in the ass in general because there was no lighting set up. We were filming at night, so like we just had to deal with bad lighting, and we kept having to like not refilm, but we kept having to stop and start and stop and start because her parents kept like walking in between because we were in a kitchen. Oh my God, it was just so annoying. And then it also just took a long time and all that stuff. But I really liked how it turned out. It was also, we made a lot of alcohol and there were only 2 of us. And we did finish them, so that was a night later. But yeah, and then proud of, I'm really proud of most of my videos from the last Bibliothon. Like, I'm really proud of the Primetime TV challenge, which is the one that I mentioned earlier, where Matt was the commercial guy selling the Eco Wand. And I was really proud of the Tate McKenna. I think that might have been.
That one was so good.
Oh, that was cool.
Was that last? I don't remember. But whenever that one was, the Tate McKenna one was one of my favorite videos I've ever made because I got to, one, dress up in my prom dress that doesn't fit anymore, but nobody knew. And and I also got to pretend to be Tate McKenna, and I was with her, so that was nice.
Red?
See, I would say the most difficult is probably one of 2 for different reasons. One might be the Bella music video that I did, only because, and I feel like that one probably wouldn't have been as difficult, but I'm an idiot and decided to film it while I had 101-degree fever at about 10:30 at night, because apparently this seems like a smart idea to get it done. And if you've seen that video, you know that I need to be Bella, Edward, and Alice. So that's 3 different costumes right there, all doing it with 101-degree flu fever. So that made it very difficult just because I felt like, you know, but I did it to myself. The other one might be the Brady Bunch Mortal Instruments intro that I did a couple
was so
months
good.
ago.
I liked that one.
Yeah, where I basically just remade the entire Brady Bunch intro with all Mortal Instruments characters, and I parodied the song and everything. And that one was actually really, really fun to film, but it was very difficult because I was about like 8 or 9 different characters in that video, and I would have to switch costumes back to back to back to back and change my makeup really fast, and I had to do it quickly because I didn't want the lighting to change, so that when I went into editing, it wouldn't look all weird because you could tell I did it on different days, you know? So that one was more challenging because I had to be so many different characters for it, and then the editing itself, trying to get that onto point was difficult. For the one I'm most proud of, though, I mean, I feel like it's really hard because there's a lot of videos that I liked, but maybe my Mara Dyer movie trailer.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
Because I got to, like, film in, like, an old abandoned house near where I live and stuff, and it was kind of, I don't know, I just really liked that one.
Spooky. It's just hard for me to post a video in general. But one that was hard for me, one of the past Bibliothons, was I made this stupid like fabric bookmark that was like a heart that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, well, I'm not crafty at all, so that was like my 4th one that I had made because I sucked. And so that just took forever. I had to cut all the pieces and everything, and then also getting the angle with the camera, and it's just hard. So, yeah, that one.
It came out really cute, though.
Thank you. I mean, well, dang it, better. It took forever. And then I am proud of, obviously, all of my rap parodies. Basically, any parody that I did with Sierra, I am proud of.
I second that. The most difficult I've ever had, I think, was my Court of Thorns and Roses mask. It took me like a week because I had to let the paint dry, I had to let the glue dry, I had to let the glitter dry. It just took forever, but it came out really great. Another one is my redesign a cover for this one has taken me a month and a half to make because it's not just one cover, it's like 50 million. And I agree, my favorite videos are any rap parodies that I've been a part of because they're hilarious and the funnest to film because we just laugh the entire time.
So I'm looking through like my playlist of all my videos.
I'm doing the same thing.
I think the one that I'm most proud of is like the Mortal Instruments meet Supernatural one.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
My favorite thing.
That wasn't last Bibliothon. I think that was the one before that. I think.
I think that might have been the last one.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, I like that one.
Favorite thing ever. Like.
Most difficult to film? Honestly, I find like all of them super difficult. Probably, this is difficult. Maybe the one for this one, the channel takeover. I have spent so many hours on it. I'm so done. I'm so done with it. And then there's still editing, and I'm like, But yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm so proud of so many of them. The one that took me longest to film was probably when I did the Golden Snitch cake truffles.
Oh, those were so good. I wish I could have eaten.
I bought them to my Quidditch club. It was so much fun.
Nice.
So basically, that one was just like hours of filming baking in different locations with different camera angles, and it was so much work to film. Editing-wise, I think, I had a really good one for editing because it took me forever. I can't remember what one it was, but maybe I'll remember later. One of the ones that I'm most proud of would be the meeting Jace Wayland when I did like characters IRL because I loved making that video.
That was good.
And, yeah, that was so much fun to make. And then I really like my host video for this year. Just because I thought filming-wise, it came out really good.
Which one is your host? I don't know.
The Missing Scene.
Got it.
Yeah, and I had another one. I had a lot of fun with the Primetime TV one, but that one also was like very weird because I was talking about like supernatural STDs. So I'm like, that was my
hilarious.
favorite.
I was crying watching that.
Yes.
I also really like, sorry, I forgot. I also really like my Mara Dyer cosplay.
Yeah.
It was also so hard to film. It took so long, but I love it, even though it's like 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
I remember
the
one that took me so long to edit was the my host video for winter or summer when it was the generic cosplay when I was like the pandemonium dancer and I hooped because there were so many different angles and I had to line up the choreography so well. That one was a lot of work to edit. And
that one was good too.
Yeah.
I also really liked my Katniss meets Bella Swan.
Oh my god! Katniss was so good.
It was so easy to film too. Like I literally wore the exact same outfit. I think I just moved my hair differently.
Yeah.
That was like all I did.
We have to do Katniss to Bella through the entire thing. Like I still died just thinking about it.
Also, from the same Biannual Bibliothon as the Jace Wayland one, I really enjoyed my Kath and Selena Sardathian like as roommates video. That one I had a lot of fun filming too. I just like I love filming the acting one.
Amazing. Like all of them are all my favorites, and I've like cherished them and watched them.
I rewatch all of everyone here's Biannual Bibliothon videos all the time. Like when I'm bored, I'm like, let me just go and watch all of them.
I think I really liked the character swap, but really the only reason for that is just I absolutely adored being able to dress up as Dobby. That was like my favorite thing.
I forgot about that challenge. That was horrible to film.
We have another question.
Mm-hmm.
We have two actually, but let's do one that's about books since we've been talking about videos for a while.
Yeah.
Victoria from My Books Are Me asked, which book or books are you all really excited to read during the Bibliothon?
I don't even have my TBR planned up.
I don't either.
I have a note on my phone with like some of them. Does anyone want to go down the line and start while we like figure this out?
Yeah, I think my most excited one is The Unexpected Everything. I have literally been dying to read it, and I'm having to wait for the Bibliothon, and it's killing me because I want to read it so bad. So definitely my most excited.
I'm most excited to read More Happy Than Not, and that's Emma's book, and I've been like itching to read it, and I had like met him recently this year, and so it makes me want to read it even more. So I'm really excited to get to that one.
You're gonna love it.
I don't have a set TBR, which is why I don't film TBR videos. The only thing I know I'm gonna read is The Unexpected Everything. But I think I'm gonna read Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell because it's
so
literally
cute.
It's
so good.
Is it good? Okay, good. So I think I want to read that for, I don't even know what challenge I want to read it for, but for
Been
something.
putting off picking up.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's so many of them. Like I was thinking about More Happy Than Not to for that challenge, and because it's on my Kindle, so it'll be for a different format. But yeah, I don't know. I have so many books that like I'm excited to read that I'm just like, oh, I'll just put that on my Bibliothon TBR, and then I'm like, oh, that one too, and that one too. And I'm like, oh, I have like 12 books on there instead of 7. So.
For me, it's probably The Archived, which is actually Megan's recommendation, and Emma.
It's so good.
Schwaba's Queen.
Gave it to me for. Did you give it to me for my birthday or Christmas? I don't remember.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I think it was birthday. Oh, we did the Secret Santa for Christmas. So it wasn't that. But no, she gave it to me for my birthday, so I've had it sitting on my shelf. I wanted to read it forever, and then Megan put it on the list, and I was like, heck yes, this is going on my TV. Yeah, so it's covering that challenge, and I think the Meaning to Read challenge.
Nice.
I really want to read Court of Thorns and Roses, so I think I'm going to get that in there. That's all I have.
Read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then read A Court of Mist and Fury right after.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what challenge is, but I'm doing it.
The audiobooks for those are fab as well. If you're looking to read an audiobook, the audiobooks are so good.
Be prepared if you read A Court of Mist and Fury, though, you will get essays from me like I've been giving to everyone else.
Nice. How about you,
Sierra?
Sierra?
What's on your TBR?
Unexpected Everything, and that's it.
I feel like a lot of us don't have our TBRs perfectly planned out. Like, we're hosting this thing, and everyone else is more prepared than us.
We don't have our shit together whatsoever.
We don't.
Hey, you know what? We're putting in a lot more effort on the back end of this shit, so it's okay that we're not, like, you know, prepared. What about you, Momo?
I had like a TBR video filmed, and then I lost the footage, and I don't even remember what the books were, so I'm like, but I know More Happy Than Not is on there. I really want to read that book, so I'm glad that's on there. So yeah, that's about it though.
I only have like 2, 3 definitely on my TBR. The one I'm most excited to like complete is the read a book in a different format than you normally read. Because I'm hoping to either, my choices for that I haven't decided yet are either Death Note, Night Film, or Gemina, but Night Film and Gemina are huge, and so I'm like, why do I always pick the biggest book for the Biannual Bibliothon? So I don't know.
I've heard that Gemina, well, no, I've heard that Night Film is a really fast read, though.
That's why I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it's like thinner than Gemina. And yeah, paperback. So I'm like, maybe Night Film would be a good one.
Ooh, maybe I should buddy read that with you, because I've been meaning to pick that up too. See, this is my problem with TBRs.
Yeah, I know, right? There's so many options. Just really quick, Fandom Books asked on the Q&A app, do I have to reread The Unexpected Everything? I'll buddy read it. I still have all my notes. That's totally cool if you ever read the group book before we read it all together. Like, I think the main reason we like to do the group book is for the live show. So even if you don't complete that challenge during the week, like, the whole point of it is so we have the live show on the Sunday after for us to all discuss it. I feel like a lot of the time, like, there are, you know, we can't always pick a release that comes out that week. So there are going to be people that have read it, but you don't have to totally reread it. Like, if you really want to, go for it. But, you know, I don't think it's just...
You're not invited to the live show if you don't read it during the week of the Bibliothon. Just kidding.
We have a question from Carrie Lynn Kling. Is that how you say it? I don't remember. How did you guys come up?
How you say it.
Sorry. How did you guys come up with your host days for this summer's Biannual Bibliothon?
And then she clarified she meant that
Right,
it was
video challenges. Everyone just kind of picks whichever one they like best.
Yeah, we just
Or
go with it.
sometimes if like one specific person came up with like one idea, that person might host that challenge because it was their idea, or maybe somebody just was like, oh my god, this will be so much fun. I just really, really want to host it because they love the idea that much.
Right.
I think this year we did it like more expansive than we normally have, because this year like we had like 8 ideas from everyone that we had just like been compiling over the months, and then we took in recommendations from people on Twitter. And what we did is like we kind of would take 2 that we were in between, and we would like put a tally next to it this year. So like whatever one got the most, that's the one we'd keep in. So I think like the way we pick them is like really, really fair. You know what I mean? Like,
and we also didn't necessarily come up with the idea of the challenge that we are hosting.
Yes, that's true.
That it's not like we said, okay, like Cassie's gonna host Sunday, she picks the challenge. Like that's not how we really. Well,
I think that's how I ended up with my day. I think you guys were like, oh, I came up with redesign, so I should host it. Like, you guys just kind of, it's fine, I don't mind it, I like challenge. But I think it's going to happen, they were like, oh, well, you created it, so you can host that day. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
We don't really argue over it, though. We just kind of, everything kind of falls into place really easily with us.
Yeah, it's like nobody really fights over challenges. It's sort of like, oh, you want it that bad, you can have it. It's no big deal. Like, you know, I don't think any of us really we like all the challenges usually, so I don't think it really matters. I don't know. I feel like we don't have.
I didn't have to choose this year.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, Emma.
I was gonna say like normally the process that I've noticed when we pick the challenges, we sit down and we have like a group video chat when we do like all the official planning. And so a lot of the times when we get to the point where we have all of the challenges and then we pick like who's hosting what, is normally like 3 of us will be like, I really, really want this one, and then the other 4 will be like, I don't really care. So yeah, for the most part it's like I know I really wanted the missing scene one, and I forget who exactly got character channel takeover, but who was doing that one again?
I think Selena's hosting
That's what I thought. It was Selena too. Like I think Selena really wanted that one, and I just remember like it's always a few of us that are like really passionate about one, and so like of course it's not an issue to give it up, and then whatever it is, it's like I'll do this one, I'll do that one, I'll do that one. So I think it's really fair, and I don't think anyone ever like gets left out. I mean, Kelly's always our DIY host when we have DIYs.
And actually, just speaking on that, Fandom and Books asked why we decided to mix it up and not host a DIY challenge. And it's because we've done the DIY 3 times in a row, so we figured it would be a good time to just try to do something else. And so the creative book review, I feel like, kind of can fall, because you can do a DIY with the creative book review. You can do whatever you want with that. So just decided to change it up because it's something we do every single time. So
even with redesign a cover, that could totally be a DIY.
Right.
Yeah, redesign a cover definitely.
Yeah, so it's almost like we have DIYs. It's just nothing that's labeled as a DIY, but there's room for like DIY creativity within the challenges, if that makes sense.
It works for people who are creative with DIY and who are not and don't want to do a DIY.
And I'm still not doing redesign a book cover. We could talk about, like, do we have, nobody asked this question, but I thought of it. Is there any particular challenge that you're either like definitely not doing, either because of time constraint or because like you have no idea what to do for it, or because whatever reason?
Yes.
So do you want to go down the line?
Yeah, that's fine.
I am not doing the insert yourself into a movie scene. I don't think. I have a slight idea, but I just don't know if I'm going to have time to film it. But that's the one that will probably get left out if I don't film one.
I'm going to try to think of something to do, but I still don't know what I want to do for the scavenger hunt. And it makes me sad because I'm like excited to watch those. And it's a fun idea, but it's like I'm just kind of like brain farting on what to do myself. So I don't know if it's going to get done.
Yeah, I'm not doing redesign a cover. It's not happening. I had an idea for it. Like, I was going to kind of do, like, creative direction and have Matt, who's a fucking graphic designer, actually design it for me and be like, yeah, like, I made up the idea, here's what I want, but, like, you do it. And I thought it would be fun to do because, like, that's kind of what happens when you're a graphic designer anyway. Like, there's a person who has the idea, and then they direct you on, like, maybe, like, oh, I like what you did, but change the color of this or something. Like, that's what I wanted to be doing and kind of, like, document that thing, but there's no time, so we're not doing that.
I'm still hoping that something will change, but like as of right now, the only one it looks like I won't be doing would be the what would I do or the insert yourself in a scene or whatever we named it. Just because one, the Bibliothon is coming up really fast, really fast, and I've been very lucky in the last 2 weeks. I've had a couple extra days off from work, but next week I go right back to my full schedule again, so that's going to make it more difficult. But also, I've run like 3 different ideas through my head. I never felt particularly inspired by any of them. I feel like I was just trying to force something that just wasn't there and nothing really clicked. So rather than be unhappy and turn a fun process into something that's not fun by forcing something I'm not feeling inspired to do, I'm probably like 99% probably going to sit that one out.
I forgot the question.
Are there any videos that you're specifically planning not to do? Like, are there any that you're skipping?
Oh, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm just going to do what I do because whatever happens, happens.
Before we finish the questions, I just want to update everyone watching. We're probably going to wrap this up at around 30 minutes, like not 30 minutes, like but like at like .30. I don't know. In 7 minutes.
30.
Colon 30. We're going to attempt to like have things wrapped up, and I see the questions have slowed. So like, if you have any last minute questions, like be sure to tweet them out to us at the Bibliothon. But Sierra, what one are you not planning on doing?
I'm not going to do missing a scene, like a movie missing a scene, just because I can't think of anything and I don't have the time to study the movies and think, oh, that was not there, and it should be. I really am limited on time. Full-time job is great, but I mean, not for YouTube.
Me?
Yes.
Mama, yeah.
Okay, so I, obviously, I'm in America right now, and I live in Australia, and I've filmed, pre-filmed 5 of my videos and all the intros and everything, but I didn't do the last 2, and I don't think I'm going to get to do them, and that's the scavenger hunt and the, oh, it's not the missing scene, what's the other scene one?
Insert yourself in a scene?
Yeah, that one. So I haven't gotten to do those ones, and the insert yourself into a book scene, I just didn't have any ideas for that, and the scavenger hunt, I kind of had an idea for, but I didn't really know how to pull it off, and I didn't have the time, so it just didn't happen, but 5 are done.
I mean, ideally, I'd like to do all 7, but I only currently have 3 totally filmed. So I'm like also very crunched for time after having like a really busy last 2 weeks. So I really only have like next week to film a lot of it, and part of the rest of this week. But I definitely don't think I'm gonna end up getting to what would I do. I really wanted to do it, but I haven't had time to plan it out, and you know I need to plan it out before I film it, obviously. So that one's being like very pushed off to the end if I can accomplish it. And then also the character channel takeover. I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna get to it because I have to do a lot of prep for it, and I don't know if I have enough time to prep for it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Yeah, time was not. I don't think time was any of our friends for this group.
No, it just snuck up on us.
Do we have any like super important last minute questions or comments or anything like that before we wrap it up?
I'll send out one really quick tweet. One thing that I wanted to ask, because I think we have a really unique situation here with Momo and Megan being participants for the past 2 years, and now they're hosts. I was like, I wanted to know, like, what's your guys' take on it? Like, how do you know, just like, what has the experience been like going from like a participant to a host, and like, what's it been like for you? That's my question.
I can
Way to put them on the spot, Emma.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that it's nice because we have more notice of what the video challenges are. So like even if we're in the process of making them, like you can kind of start to like formulate ideas, whereas before like you'd have to wait for the date, and now I just kind of have more notice, I guess, and it's fun. I like doing this and everything, and I like being involved because like I love the Biannual Bibliothon.
I'm glad our chat hasn't scared you away.
I know, seriously.
I agree that like knowing the video challenges ahead of time was a really good thing because I got pre-filming really, really soon because I knew them, and like you got to have time to get your ideas together, and it's fun to get to know all you guys. Like it's fun to have the Facebook chat and everything, and that's like makes it, I don't know, it makes it different for us when we feel like we're kind of like can't talk to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh no, they're just normal people too.
We're not scary. Well, maybe we are, but it's not for the reason that you think.
No.
It's like if for any of you that ever feel like I don't know if there's like that weird like non-approachable host thing, I promise you guys we're all just a big messes. Like we're huge messes.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, you guys were really welcoming to us with this whole experience, so that's another comment.
Yeah.
And just for me to hear from you guys, I mean, you guys are my friends anyway, like, before, but honestly, it was just so fun to work with you guys through this entire thing, and I think part of it and part of why you got picked was just because you've been so dedicated and you've, like, taken the Bibliothon so seriously from the beginning that it just made you guys so much more fun to work with because you guys love this as much as we do.
Aww. It's true though, like we really like genuinely care, and it's fun. I love it.
Alrighty, I think that really wraps everything up. Oh, one thing that I think would be good to mention at this point is Fandom Books asked us a question on the Q&A app. It's not totally Biannual Bibliothon related, but it's like related to most of us in the group. She asked what's happening with the Biblio Book Club, which is a 3-month readathon that like the original 7 of hosts of the Biannual Bibliothon host. We read one book every 3 months, and the last one we did was Me Before You. And
I guess technically that's what we're still doing. We just read it already.
Yeah, so we're just planning a live show for it in July, and we have to pick a July book, a July through July, August, September.
Oh man, we really dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, so we'll probably post a poll within like the next few days or so, like trying to find. Now that we remember that this is a thing that we still have. So expect a live show date and time in July, and expect a poll coming very soon for the next 3 months.
Yeah. To be clear, the live show for the Me Before You Biblio Book Club will not be before the live show for the Bibliothon.
Yes.
Like, July 3rd through 10th will happen, and then at some point after that is when we will have the live show for the Biblio Book Club. You'll know when it is, hopefully before that, but...
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We're just being so cute behind you, Cassie.
Yeah, I'm very excited because he got his cone of shame taken off today. So he's just like cleaning himself, and so excited for not being attached to a cone.
And we will try not to push off the Me Before You live show too much, but definitely bear with us if we don't do it immediately after the Bibliothon's over, because almost every single Bibliothon we are utterly exhausted for like 2 weeks. So just bear with us if we don't get the live show out.
Yes,
quickly.
Absolutely.
Very true.
We're tired. We don't have it in us all the time.
All right.
And
It's that time.
Alrighty. Are we ready to wrap up, or did we have any last questions?
I think
You
that's
guys
it.
are awesome, and I like my hosts, and I love our participants, and you guys make me feel mushy, and I'm not even a sentimental person.
I think if anyone has any questions, you guys can tweet us or ask us on any of our Bibliothon videos or at any of our personal links.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like your last opportunity to get information. Like, we answer info all throughout the week and after. So,
Right.
And if
We're
you
always
have any-
online.
yeah.
And if you have any like big questions, you can always ask these types of questions during the live shows for the like Bibliothon book, even if it's not exactly related. But like we're not opposed to answering Bibliothon questions within the Bibliothon book live show.
Yes. Also, speaking of, don't forget we have a live show for The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson on July 10th. We haven't picked the time yet. That's going to be announced later. But just so you guys know, that's when the live show for the group book is. So if you've read it or if you're planning on reading it that week, come hang.
Come hang.
Alrighty.
Yeah. All right. It's time
Thank you
to say
guys so
goodbye.
much for watching. I had so much fun. I love this live show so much. I look forward to it like every 6 months.
Great.
Okay, let's wrap up. I got a pack for VidCon.
1, 2, 3. Bye! Bye!